I love NetApp.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, I'm Tilman Schroeder and I'm a Global Solutions Engineer at NetApp. And today I'm going to show you how NetApp actually creates value for cloud-native applications. So, let's start the conversation and talk about the application itself. Digital, innovative products become more and more the backbone of every business model. Companies such as Netflix or Amazon build their whole corporate strategy around new applications. No matter if self-developed or just deployed from another vendor, if you're using an application in a productive way, it needs to be maintained over a certain period. Usually, managing the application's lifecycle, for example, plan, code, test, deploy, or operate, is not standardized across organizations, departments, or even single applications. Common practices like DevOps are driving efficiencies in that area and are an essential part of application management. Eventually, for businesses, it is important to generate profit. Applications either support or even determine the core business. Expectations of its users are met by adapting to their changing and evolving needs quickly by either providing fixes or features. Increasing the speed of implementation and release cycles creates a competitive advantage. Let's now step back and have a look at the other components of the stack. Every application consumes resources. Of course, we think of data stored in a databases or inputs from other applications. But at the lowest level, we think about traditional IT infrastructure, consisting of compute, network, and storage. You can either host your own IT infrastructure, consume infrastructure services from a public cloud or service provider, or combining all of them, taking a hybrid cloud approach. Again, there's a process for managing the lifecycle of the infrastructure, usually being longer than the application level. We have in mind the traditional stages like design, implement, operate, optimize, and decommission or migrate. At this level, it is all about reducing costs in order to increase profit margins. First, the user's expectations are achieved by stable and continuous operations. Infrastructure is supposed to be just there. Second, it should be simple to consume by any user or application. We have now covered the characteristics of applications and underlying infrastructure. In order to manage these two intermediates, it is convenient implementing a platform. The platform connects these two and handles the complexity of managing both simultaneously. It can also take over responsibility for common requirements like security hardening, user management, and end-to-end monitoring. Therefore, it is also introducing a process lifecycle. The main purpose of this platform is to simplify management of the whole application stack. It should be flexible and dynamic when it comes to scaling, performance, and extending functionality. Additionally, the platform should be open with regards to shifting requirements or industry standards. Let's now take everything together and see how we can actually add value to each of these layers. Having a managed lifecycle helps developers focusing on what they are good at, producing code. They don't want to care about testing every change, moving it to production, or continuously monitoring it. Also, if not self-developed, you probably want to take an application from another vendor and just run it. Especially as a developer, you want to leverage a rich ecosystem of solutions and building blocks that are just standard like a web server or database. Having those prepackaged speeds up the delivery of applications. Let's talk about the infrastructure. Main objective here is to bring stability, simplicity, and ultimately cost savings. You probably focus on leveraging developed experience with a trusted vendor, an expert for infrastructure. The approach here is on automating redundant tasks and simplify workflows associated to the management of resources. Let's come to the platform. With a platform, you're looking to bring these intermediates together and control them with a unified management. Being agnostic here avoids a single vendor lock-in. Eventually, you would like to be open to any new trend that might come up in the future. We have now covered the different layers of an application stack. Let's start the conversation on how we can actually add value in your environment. Reach out to us directly or visit us on cloud.netapp.com/Kubernetes service.
I love NetApp.
Oh, yeah.